So over the last 2 years, we've been working with 27 farms across the US on a couple of different interventions with over 110,000 cows participating. So 27 doesn't sound like a lot of farms, but our average farm size is about 4,000 up to 15,000 cows and about 26,000 tons of CO2 reduced or equivalent reduced. And when we spoke to a lot of our farmer clients, especially in the US, these were the issues that they were facing. So difficulty knowing exactly what practices to adopt and how. The incentives were really difficult. So maybe they didn't know what kind of monetary outcome there would be. Is there a price premium? And the risk sharing was just too risky for a business working on pretty thin margins already. How to access the voluntary carbon market and what that even was. And then finally, I think especially for our US farmers, this was pretty clear. They didn't necessarily trust where their data was going. I think a big concern was whether it was going to go to the government without them being aware. And some results that may be interesting to all of you. So we offered feed additives, we offered nitrogen interventions, and by far feed additives were the most popular. We think that there's quite a few reasons for this. So ease of implementation was huge for a lot of these farmers. No real major farm practice management differences. The return on the investment was clearer to them than a nitrogen change. And they were quite relieved by the peer-reviewed data on impact on health and herd as well. So lastly, where this gets a little bit more on the financial side is some of the financial structures that have come out of this pilot that we're thinking about testing next. So one quite common financial structure that Rabo uses is supplier finance, where we work together with the corporate and the supplier to prepay the supplier what they will expect out of the invoice at the end upfront. And we are looking at doing this together with a feed additive based off of a price premium that they might expect from lower carbon milk at the end. So you can see that here. I think this is a structure that we could also emulate with things like leasing, lowering interest rates on certain farm loans when it comes to having a lower CI profile, carbon intensity profile. So these are a couple of the things that we're looking to pilot now. So along with everybody else, also a call to anybody in the call who's interested in discussing this further. We're very much open to that and getting any feedback on this from you as well.